Christy. Welcome to card number 2 in my Loads of Love Valentine card series. This card series is benefiting the Cards from the Heart card drive, which collects cards for the children at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And today we're going to be using this set from My Favorite Things. This is called Cute Critters, and I just showed this in my recent haul video. And today I think we're going to use this little squirrel, and I'm going to dive right into the coloring and zoom in for you. Alright, so today we're going to make a gray squirrel. So I'm going to start with my green grays. I'm going to start with the GG1, kind of lay in some color. Because this is a larger image, I'm going to be working in sections here. I'll start with just his head and lay in some shading here along the back side, up in the ears, and I'll even add some GG3. I'm going to go back to the GG2, just blend that in. And we'll go back to the GG1. If I had brush nibs and these markers, I would use them just to cover the area quickly. But I don't have them in these markers, these colors, I mean. So I'm just going to work on giving that a nice blend. Okay, and when I'm satisfied with that, I'll just move on to the body. Not being too careful here, just kind of laying in some color. Going with the GG2. Darken up any areas that would be in shadow. Okay, switch to the GG3. Just fill in some of his tail. Move back to the GG2. Alright, and then finish up with the GG1. Just really blending everything together. Alright, when I'm happy with that, I'm just going to color in the little daisy. I'm going to do a little pink and yellow daisy. So I'll give it a little yellow center. And then pink petals. That's PP1. And then just adding a touch of PP2. And then we'll blend that right back out. Alright, so now I'm going to cut him out. MFT dies are solid dies like this. So what I have gone and done to make things easier for myself is I have die cut a template that I can use here. Just grab the right die. And I can just nestle that in there. Okay, I'm going to need to cut a slit at some point so that I can maneuver that die out of place. Get that line right back up again. And I'll just fit that die into there until it kind of locks like a puzzle piece. And when it's not budging, I'll go ahead and remove my template, and then I'll just tape that down into place, and then I'll run that through my die cut machine. Alright, so there's my little guy. I'll be honest, he didn't come out completely perfect. There was a little bit too much white on one side, so I just took my scissors and trimmed him up really quickly, but it was way quicker than fussy cutting. But I'll have to play around with that technique and see if I can master that a little bit better. So I've got some pattern papers here that I have cut from the American Crafts Spring Collection, and I showed that in a recent haul video as well. I die cut the edge of this with the Lawn Fawn stitch scallop borders. I'm actually using an MFT sketch for this week, and there it is right there on my phone. So I've got that to work with, and I've got a piece of green cardstock from W+9. This is the Green Acres, and I'm going to go ahead and secure my pattern paper down with some ATG. This is going to be a non-traditional colored Valentine. Then I've got 2 strips of pattern paper, just like the sketch here. There's the larger one and then the smaller one on top. So I've trimmed out these 2 pieces to use. And because that's pretty thin, I'm just going to adhere that with a little Tombow Mono. And I'm just going to center that on my strip here. Press that into place. Okay. Then I'll grab my ATG, and then I'm just going to line this up over on the side. I can use my grid lines here to do that. I can go ahead and flip that over and trim off the excess. Okay, instead of an oval, I'm going to use a circle. And I'm using the circle from the Lawn Fawn Party Banners die set, and that's just going to ground my squirrel. I am also going to shift it to the right, even though it's on the left on the sketch, just because he's facing that way and I think it looks a little better. I'm going to go ahead and glue my squirrel down here, just adding a little Tombow Mono to him, and I'll pop him inside this little circle, and then I'll grab a little bit of foam tape for the circle just to pop that up a little bit. Let's get him situated. The last thing I need to do is add a sentiment. I'm going to use a sentiment from this Mama Elephant Smitten stamp set. I think I'm going to use the Smitten with You. So I'll grab that. And I'm going to use some Memento Luxe Espresso Truffle ink to stamp that out. It's a pigment ink. And that will do a good job to cover the patterns in the pattern paper. So I'm just inking that up really well. And then I'll go ahead and stamp that down. And there we go. That's the finished card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. A little bit more of a non-traditional colored Valentine card. It's still got the pops of pink with the polka dot panel and in the flowers here, and with the sentiment, it'll still make a really cute Valentine card for any boy or girl. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.